and welcome to Modalities Movement Therapy. It's week 31, and in this routine, with the use of a foam roller and a hard reflex ball, as well as a loop resistance band, or you can use, I'm using a yoga mat strap, just for a few stretches at the end of the class. We are going to work along the deep core line, the front line. We're going to focus a lot on rotation today. So let's start in standing, and you're going to take the reflex ball underneath one foot, and I want you to roll along the sole of that foot from the toes to the heel, all the way from the inside of the foot to the lateral part of the foot. Looking at the foundation of the body, we want to give it a good release. Let's move into the arch of the foot, which is part of that deep core line, running along the inside of the leg, over the diaphragm, right up into the pectoral muscles around the neck and into the head as well. That fascial tissue is actually what lifts and lowers the eyebrows. Change the direction of the ball underneath the arch of the foot and circle in the opposite direction. So we really want to focus on the entire body, looking at the different lines. Now bringing the ball onto the ball of the foot and just roll from side to side. This is a nice release if you have a bunion. If you have a lot of tightness, if the toes are together, we want to really take the foot out of that shoe. Often when we put our feet into shoes, the toes get squished together. And remember, this is our foundation. So we need a nice foundation to stabilize us. Not only are the feet important as stabilizers, your glutes, the biggest muscle group in your body, are very important as stabilizers. They stabilize the hips, they help us with our balance, and they're one of our main muscles of our core, and that's what helps us keep our balance, as I said, and stabilize. Let's take the ball under the other foot. So you're going to bring the big toe onto the ball and roll along the inside of that foot, and work your way to the lateral part of the foot, nice and slowly. We want to plump up and hydrate that fascial tissue. We want to create more movement in the body. Let's bring the ball into the arch of that foot and circle in one direction. And then you're going to change direction. Now you're going to take the heel onto the mat, bring the ball into the arch onto the ball of the foot, and roll from side to side. So again, look at your foot, spread the toes out, open up the spaces between the toes. Let's bring the heel onto the ball and just roll from side to side. And now we're going to put the ball to one side. You're going to stand at the back of your mat, and I want you to take a deep breath in, circle the arms up, tuck the chin to the chest, roll down through the spine, and just hang out there and bounce. Now you're going to walk down onto your hands and knees, and we're going to take the foam roller, bring it under the hands or under the wrists, and you're going to lean forward. So my hips are over my knees, my bum is not over my heels, and you're going to bounce. So we want to really get a nice stretch across the front of the chest. Bounce the chest down, nod your head from side to side, so loosen up in the neck. Take a deep breath in. On your exhalation, tuck and round the spine, roll up. Stay there and arch your back. So open up and look ahead. Now roll yourself forward. Breathing in there. Now you're going to tuck and exhale. We're going to do 2 more like this. Breathing into arch. Rolling forward. Exhale to tuck. And rounding the spine. Good. Let's open up and arch again. Breathing in. And exhale. Tuck and round. We're going to do another 4. This time you're going to roll forward. Same thing. And exhale to tuck. And just one arm. Keep the other hand on the foam roller. Like you swimming crawl. I want you to circle that arm up and forward. Breathe in. Open up. Exhale, tuck and round. You're ready to circle the other arm. Up and forward. Let's do 2 more. Breathing in. Open up. Exhale, tuck and round. Nice big movement in that shoulder. Finish off with 1 more. Arch your back. Breathe in. Exhale. And tuck and round. Circle the other arm. Stay in this position and just bounce your tailbone to your heels. We're now going to bring the foam roller onto the pectoral muscles. So between the sternum and that shoulder, you're going to need to angle the roller, and then you're going to extend your arm. I'm taking my opposite knee, so my roller is on my left side. I'm taking my right knee up in line with my hip, just so that it allows me to get a little bit more movement into this rolling motion. Let's keep the hand in an extended position, so I'll extend the arm and point the thumb down. So keep going. You want to think of that extension right from the biceps all the way to the sternum, releasing those pectoral muscles that often come into a tight position when we're rounding our posture. Well, they become quite tight when we're in that rounded posture. So let's move across those pectoral muscles. Angle the foam roller more if you need to. And let's do another 4. You can move that hand around. 2 and 1. Good. From there, the knee is coming up onto the foam roller. So my knee is in line with my hip. Take your right foot, left knee on the roller, right foot is nice and wide. And now we're going to push up onto the elbows and roll along that inner thigh. So you can either stay on the elbows, if you want to bring your hand onto the mat or the floor next to the mat, you can do that and roll along that inner thigh. Keep going, another 2, and another 1. Okay. Let's do the same thing to the other side. So let's start off with the knee on the foam roller, and then we'll finish with the pectoral muscles on the roller. Knee in line with the hip, so you don't want the knee there. You're lifting it up, and you're rolling. What you can do is release your foot onto the floor in front of the foam roller, and now get right along that inner thigh, right into the hip. Keep going. You can either rest the foot on the foam roller or next to the foam roller. 4, 3, 2, and 1. From there, reposition the roller onto the pectoral muscles. So you're angling that foam roller. And my roller is on my right side now. I'm lifting my left knee up in line with my hip, extending my arm. And you're going to massage over the front of the shoulder. Move that arm around. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Coming back onto the hands and knees. We're now going to bring the foam roller onto the front of the legs. Let's take the knees onto the roller if you can. Try not to let this happen where the feet are up and the belly button is down. You want the belly button up and the feet down. Let's roll over the knees if you can. Walk your elbows if you need to. Otherwise, you keep your elbows right at the front of the mat and lengthen back. Keep going nice and slowly, rolling across and down. Move the feet from side to side, so you're shearing the cross fibers of that fascial tissue. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're now going to focus a little bit on the knees and the shins. So bring the knees onto the foam roller. Your hands underneath your shoulders. Push into the balls of the feet and shear over the knees. Move the roller down slightly onto the shins, and you can move it back up onto the knees. Now we're going to focus on the shins, and I want you specifically to focus on the lateral part, so not the shin bone next to the shin bone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lean into my left leg, and I'm going to cross my left leg over my right, or my right leg over my left rather. So my left knee is on the foam roller. Take my hands slightly ahead. If you need to drop onto the elbow, if you're taking strain in the wrists, come onto the left elbow. It is going to limit your range of movement, but you want to roll right to the ankle and back up to the knee. So drop onto the elbow. You might not get all the way to the ankle, but try and get as close as you can. Keep going. Let's do 3 more. Tucking your chin and breathing in as you open up. When the knee comes towards the hands, tuck and exhale. Look up and breathe in. And finish off with 1 more. And release. Let's go over to the other side. So I'm now on my right knee. I'm going to cross my left over my right, and I'm going to rock towards my right hip. Drop onto the right elbow if you need to. Otherwise, take the hands slightly ahead and try to get all the way onto the front of that ankle and that foot. Exhaling as the knee comes to the hands. Inhaling as the knee goes back. And keep the knee under the hip. So this is your starting and finishing position. Exhaling and inhaling. Let's do another 4. And 3. Two more. For the last one. We are now going to work along the inside of the shins. So often a very sensitive area for a lot of people, especially just underneath the knee. So take both knees onto the foam roller and turn your feet out. Extend your hands again slightly ahead of your shoulders. And as you breathe in, stay in this position. On the exhale, tuck and round. Breathe in, look up. Use your breathing to help ease you into the movement. Breathing in, open up, and exhale. We're going to do 2 more. Breathing in and exhale. For the last one, breathing in and exhale. drink of water, and then we're going to work into the feet. Let's take the foam roller, and we're going to bring the feet onto the foam roller. When I say the feet, I want you to position the front of the toes on the foam roller. So you're not in this position flexing the foot. We want to feel the stretch in the front of the ankle. So you're going to rest your toes on the foam roller, and you're going to bring your hands in front onto the mat. So I'm going to show you two options. If you are very stiff and tight in the front of the ankle, this is your option. Breathing in, opening up. On your exhalation, you're pushing the feet into the foam roller and tucking. So I want you to feel that stretch in the front of the ankle. Second option is to increase that stretch into the front of the ankle. Breathe in and arch. Exhale, tuck, round. Don't lose the contracted rounded position. You're going to lift up off the knees and bounce there. Drop the knees, still exhaling. You're breathing in now, opening up. On your exhalation, tuck, round the spine. Lift the knees if you can and bounce. Your option 3 is to drop onto the elbows if you are taking strain in the wrists. But if you can come up onto the hands, breathe in and arch, exhale and tuck. And lift, bounce, 2, 3, 4. Drop down, breathing in. Keep going. If you're on the knees, you just focus on the exhalation, tucking, because you're not bouncing, you're pushing the feet into the foam roller, and let's breathe in. We're going to do 3 more. Exhale to tuck. Lift if you can, and bounce, drop down, and breathe in. Open up, squeeze the shoulder blades together at the back. Exhale, tuck and round. And be careful, this is not happening. So you round the spine in a contracted position, but as soon as you start to lift, you want to tilt your pelvis and open up there. You want to stay in the tuck position because we want to increase that contraction in the core there. Good, let's do 1 more. Breathing in, open up, exhale, tuck and round, and lift and bounce. Okay, drop your bum onto your heels. Any strain in the knees, this is going to be your position. Otherwise, we're going to take the hands onto the foam roller. So let's choose an option. So either hands on the foam roller, breathing into thrust, and nod your head from side to side. And exhale, and reach forward. Good, breathe in, open up, nod your head from side to side, and release. Back into contraction. If you're up in this position, lean back as far as your knees will allow you to, and then exhale. And round. Breathe in, open up, exhale and round. Good. Breathe in, open up, and exhale and round. Otherwise, hands on the foam roller. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Nod your head from side to side. Exhale. And release the arms as well. Take the hands onto the foam roller. Breathe in. And exhale. We're going to do 2 more and we're going to combine the 2 movements. So hands on the foam roller. Breathe in. Nod your head from side to side. Exhale. Bring your hands onto the mat and you're ready to breathe in. Exhale, tuck and round the spine, either staying on the knees or lifting up, bounce, or you can drop onto the elbows. Drop the knees, exhaling, you tucking, either hands on the shoulders or hands on the foam roller. Breathe in, Nod your head from side to side. Exhale. And release. Breathe in for the last one. Exhale, tucking round. And drop. And hands just on the foam roller or onto the shoulders. Breathe in. And nod the head from side to side. Release. Keeping the foam roller behind you, curl the toes under. So now we want to focus in the arch of the foot into the plantar fascia, getting that stretch. So you're going to push the balls of the feet into the mat. Taking your roller, I want you to bring it right behind the knees. Then you're going to sit into it and you're going to maneuver that foam roller. So you're twisting the roller and massaging along the calves to the heel. But it's up to you how much weight you want to put in it as you push down with the tailbone. Obviously, the more you put into it, the harder the rotation with the hands is going to be, but you're going to get deeper into that release. Push and twist. Good. Let's do one more. Drop down, push, and push, push, and push. Now we're going to stay in this position with the foam roller on the heels. And just wiggle the hips from side to side. So you're just increasing that stretch into the arches of the feet, into the balls of the feet, all the way around the feet. We want to really focus on strengthening those feet. You want to be able to move them into any direction. Now, still focusing on the feet, you want to uncurl the toes and bring the feet flat. Bring the roller right onto the heels. So I don't want it in front of the heels. We're going to arch and we're going to tuck. So you want the roller to move with the arch and the tuck. You're going to link your fingers and you're going to breathe in and open up an arch. Now on the exhalation, you're going to push into that rounded position. Good. Breathing in, open yourself up and exhale. Push into that tuck position. If you are taking strain with the foam roller, you can do it without the foam roller. Breathe in and arch. Exhale. Tuck and tilt. Then you should get more of a pelvic tuck, more. Breathe in. Open up. And exhale. Keep going. Breathe in. Let's do two more. And exhale. For the last one, breathing in and exhale. Okay, let's put the foam roller to the side. We're now going to bring ourselves onto the knee. So I'm going to stay on my left knee and bring my right foot in front. Take the hands, we're going to link them together. So we're moving in and out of our lunge position. Hands are forward, we're going to breathe in, you're going to lunge. If you need to cushion your knee, bring a sweat towel underneath your knee. If you have to cheat, curl the toes under and push into the ball of the foot. But if you can, I want you to stay on the front of the foot. That's going to challenge your balance more and make you activate your glutes more. Let's breathe in, lunge forward. Exhale. You're going to round your spine and reach your hands to your toes, tucking and contracting in the core. We're going to breathe in. On the inhalation, I want you to turn your shoulder towards your knee on the mat and rotate that upper body. We're going to breathe out. In this position, you're going to rotate my left elbow to my right knee. I'm bending both elbows. I'm rotating my hands. Well, they are rotated. Bend the elbows. And you're going to bring the opposite elbow to the outside of the knee. I want you to look up at that elbow. And this is your exhalation. We're going to breathe in again. Opening up. Now exhale. Into that tuck position, reach the hands to the foot. Then breathe in. And now opening up towards the back leg. Then your next exhalation. So already I'm crunching and tucking, feeling the stretch in the front of the leg. Twist and elbow. Look at that elbow. Here we go for 3. Breathe in and lengthen forward. Exhale and reach the hands to the toes. Breathe in, twist towards that back knee and exhale. Contracting, stretching the front of that leg. Good. For 4, breathing in, lengthen forward. Exhale. Contract. Breathing in, twist, and then tuck, and exhale. We've got 4 to go. Breathe in and lengthen. Exhale and crunch. Breathe in and twist. Exhale and contract. Another 3 to go. Breathing in and exhale. Reach. Breathe into the twist and exhale. 2 more. Breathing in and exhale. Breathing in and tuck. For the last one, and exhale. And breathe in, twist, and exhale. Let's give that left knee a break. Drop the right knee onto the mat and come forward into your lunge position. Link the arms again. Let's breathe into lunge. And then exhale. Contract. Try keep the toes down. So don't let this happen. Again, you want to stretch the front of the ankle. Let's breathe in. Rotate towards the back leg. So I'm going towards my right. Exhale. Contract, contract. And reach the opposite elbow to the outside of the knee. Let's breathe in again. Lunging forward. Exhale. Contract and reach. Breathe in. Open up to your lunge. And exhale. And crunch. Here we go for 3. Breathing in. Open up. Extend. And reach. Breathing in. To that twist. Contract. And twist. For 4. Breathing in. Extend. And reach. Breathing in. And exhale. And twist. We have 4 to go. Breathing in. Exhale. And breathing in. And rotate. Contract. Look at that elbow. 3 more. Breathing in. Exhale. Breathing in. And exhale. 2 more. Breathing in. And exhale. Breathing in. And exhale. Let's do another one. Breathing in and exhale. Breathing in and exhale. Leave it there. We continue in the lunge position. Just drop your left knee and back onto your right foot. Two options here. Again, curl your left foot under or your back foot, and you're going to push into the heel. If you're not taking any strain in the lower back, you're going to reach your arm up to the ceiling. Here we're going to breathe in, opening up. Then on the exhalation, I want you to rotate the upper body. Arm is glued to the ear. So we're coming into a side contraction, reaching the hand towards that knee. Your second option, and if you are taking strain in the lower back, is to bring your hand onto your buttock and reach your arm up to the ceiling. In this challenging position, I want you to try and uncurl the toes. You can use your hand to your advantage because you can use it to help you. As you breathe in, you're opening up. On your exhalation, you want to contract that buttock. Really squeeze and stretch the front of the leg. And then again, your arm is glued to your ear. You're going to reach into that side bend. And I want you to look up. I want you to keep your arm glued to your ear. So you're lifting up and out of that lateral side, crunching in the side you're moving towards and stretching that lateral side. Okay, so you find your option. And again, we're going to do 8 on each side. Use your breathing. Then we'll have it stop and drink some water. Breathe in. Open yourself up. Look up at the ceiling. And exhale into that contraction. So that's your second option. Again, your first option. Breathing in and lunging forward. Exhaling and contracting. Tucking and feeling the stretch there. Here we go for 2. Breathing in and opening up. And exhale. Contracting. Good. For 3. Breathing in. Opening up. And tuck. Really squeeze the glutes. For 4. Breathing in. And exhaling. If you're taking strain in this position now, continue with your hand on your buttock and exhale into that contraction. We're going to do another 3. Breathing in, opening up and exhaling. Another 2. Open up and exhale. For the last one, breathing in and exhale. Good. Let's give that side a break. Have a quick drink of water and then we move on to the other side. So you should really feel those quadriceps are getting a good stretch. Okay. Watch to the side. Other leg in front. So now my right leg is back. If you're following me, hand is either on the buttock, foot is relaxed, or you curl the toes under and bring the hand onto the heel. Let's reach that arm up to the ceiling. Breathing in, keep the arm glued to the ear and into that contraction. So you're pushing forward and you're contracting into these obliques, the side that you're leaning towards, stretching the lateral side. Good. Breathe in, open up for 2, and exhale and contract. Your second option, release the foot if you can. Breathe in, open up, contract, and exhale. Keep looking forward, dropping the ear towards the knee. Let's go for 4. Breathe in and contract. Exhaling. Use the second option if you want to. Breathe in, and exhale. We got 3 to go. Breathing in and exhale. Another 2. And contract. Exhale. Good for the last one. Breathing in and exhale. And here we come. Off we go. We are now going to bring the neck onto the foam roller and release the shoulder blades a little bit, as well as that lower back. Head onto the roller. Bring the roller right along the occiput ridge at the base of the skull and nod your head from side to side. So those exercises that we have just done, you should really feel the core warming up with those exercises. Just nice and slowly from one ear across the occiput ridge to the other ear. Hold on to the foam roller if you are not, and then slide your head from side to side. Look to the direction you're going and release that occiput ridge a little bit more, getting a little bit deeper into that release. Come back to the center. You're going to hug the knees to the chest, rock yourselves up to a seated position, and bring the shoulder blades onto the foam roller. Bring your head into your hands, open up, so let your head rest, the weight of your head resting in the hands. Lift your bum and let's roll over the shoulder blades. If this is enough for you, you continue in this position. If you can, I want you to bring the elbows together and rock onto one shoulder blade. So we want to just get a little bit deeper into those releases. Okay, let's go over to the other side. So you're going to bring the elbows together and rock onto the other shoulder blade. We're going to release the tailbone, hug the knees to the chest, rock yourself to a seated position, and we're now going to bring the foam roller underneath the lower back. So bring the roller below your tailbone, lie yourself back onto the mat, lift the back off the mat, and just bring your lower back onto the foam roller. Knees over the hips, and you're going to rock those knees from side to side. If you are taking any strain in the lower back and this is too much for you, you're going to just bring your feet onto the mat and let's breathe in and push the lower back into the foam roller and bring the hips closer to the rib cage. So just breathing into arch and out to tuck. If you can, you continue with this movement, rocking the knees from side to side. Come back to the center. Now, like you're doing with the arch and the tuck, if you can, I want you to keep your knees over your hips. You're breathing into arch. Breathing out to that tuck and tilt position. Feet are on the mat if you're taking strain in the lower back. You continue with the arch and the tuck and let one foot float off the mat. Drop the foot, breathe in, exhale, tuck. Hold the tuck position whether both feet are off the mat or just one foot is off the mat. Let's continue. Breathing in, exhaling. You're alternating feet in this position. Drop the foot and breathe in. Otherwise, you continue knees over hips and you're pushing the knees up to the ceiling. So we're not using momentum. The knees are helping us activate those glute muscles, a big part of the core. Good. Let's keep going. Breathing in. Continue to alternate feet if you don't want to come into this lifted position. Good. Let's do another 4. Breathing in. Exhale and tuck. 3 to go. Breathing in. And exhale and tuck. 2 more. Nice deep breath in. Exhale to tuck. For the last one, breathing in and exhale to tuck. In this position, you can release one foot onto the mat, hold the other knee into the chest. Any strain in your lower back, this is going to be your position. Otherwise, you can extend that leg because I want you to feel the stretch in the front of the leg. So try this position. If it's too much on the lower back, bend the knee and bring the foot flat. But pulse the knee towards the chest. Lengthen the leg if you can, but this is not my position. My foot must be on the mat. Knee bent if you need to. Let's now take the opposite hand to the outside of that knee. The same arm as the knee that's up, you're going to extend it in line with the shoulder. Pulse the knee across the body, away from that arm, and look at that hand. So you want to get movement into the spine. Do another 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Good. Release that knee or keep it up to the chest. Bring the other knee towards you and either bending the knee and bring the foot onto the mat or extending it ahead of you. Bounce the knee towards the chest. Really focus on stretching the front of that supporting leg as well. Let's take the hand to the outside of the knee, extend the same arm. Look over that shoulder as the knee moves away and rock and come forward. Breathing in and out. Let's do another 4 and breathe out and 3 and release. Another 2 and release for the last one and release. Here you can bend that supporting knee, then lengthen the leg you've just had into the chest and extend both legs. If this is not comfortable for you, you take the foam roller out from underneath the lower back and you lengthen into that position. Stretch out. But if you can, it's a lovely stretch for the front line of the body. I want you to keep the roller in the lower back and feel the hip flexor stretch. Lengthening over the front of the body. Extending. Focus on your breathing. We're breathing in and out through the nose. Bend your knees, bring your feet flat, lift your lower back, release the foam roller. Hug your knees up to a seated position. Let's have another drink of water, and then we're going to balance on that foam roller a few times. Okay, wrap around onto those hands and knees. If you are not comfortable on the foam roller, you will stay with your knees behind the foam roller. But I want your hands on the foam roller. If you can, you're going to bring one knee onto the foam roller. And we're going to keep that supporting, well, the leg that we're going to lift, it's going to be in a bent position. So we're going to look up and breathe in. You can bounce into that lifted position, so you're breathing in for 4 counts. Then the exhalation, you're going to bring the knee to the forehead. Then we're going to breathe in, bounce for 2, 3, 4, exhaling for just as long as you inhaled, if not longer. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Now it's going to challenge your balance by keeping the supporting foot on the front of that foot. You can curl the toes under if you need to. Preferably stay on the front of the foot, because as I said, will be more challenging on the balance. Then you really need to engage those core muscles. We're going to do 8, so let's go for it. 4, breathing in, 2, and 1, exhale. Here we go for 2, breathing in, and exhale. Keep exhaling. For 3, breathing in, and exhale. For 4, and exhale. 4 to go, breathing in, and exhale. For 3, and exhale. Another 2, breathing in, and exhale. For the last one, and exhale. Good, let's do the same thing to the other side. Excuse me, I'm just going to have a quick drink of water. So hopefully you will feel those supporting glutes working. So the knee that's on the foam roller, the one that's stabilizing you, is the one that's going to be working the hardest. Let's open up. Remember, you have got the option of curling the toes under. But if you can, try challenge your balance more. Let's go for 8. So we're breathing in for 2, 3, 4. Now exhale. Keep going, keep exhaling as long as you can. Here we go for 2. Breathing in and exhale. Here we go for 3 and exhale. For 4 and exhale. 4 to go. And exhale. 3 more. And exhale. Another 2. And exhale. For the last one, and exhale. Okay, releasing the foam roller, we're just going to put the foam roller to the side. Now, if you have got a resistance band or that extended band, I want you to keep it handy. We're going to lie forward, and again, I'm going to give you a few options. Bring your forehead onto the mat, but before you bring your forehead onto the mat, I want you to bring your foot to your tailbone and hold onto your foot with the same hand as the foot. If you can, take both hands onto the foot. And we're going to breathe in, lifting up, squeezing the shoulder blades together and lifting that knee up, pushing the pelvis into the mat, and exhale. Good. Your next option, if you need the assistance of a band, you're going to walk your hands as close to the foot as possible and breathe in and exhale. exhale. So we're just going to do 4 of these on each side. Focus on your breathing and holding it into that stretch. Breathing will increase your range of movement and improve your flexibility, your stretching. Let's do 3 more. Breathing in, find your option and continue. Another 2, nice deep breath in and exhale. For the last one, and exhale. Move the band, hold the hands, use the resistance band if you need to. Extend that leg and reposition the band. So if you need to come off the mat, do so. Bring the band around the foot and then you can lie forward into that position. And then just rotate the foot, the band. And so you're going to bring the heel to the bum. Band in hand or hands on the foot. And when you're ready, you'll be breathing into that lifted position. And exhaling. And releasing. Breathing in. Kick the foot back into the band. And exhale. Let's do another 2. Breathing in and exhale. For the last one, and exhale. Okay. The last stretch is bringing both feet into the hands. I want you to try challenge yourself. Use the resistance band again if you need to. Otherwise, one hand onto the same foot and the other hand onto the same foot. You can keep the knees apart. It's going to be more challenging if your knees are closer together. Rest your forehead on the mat. And just one pull up, lifting and squeezing the glutes and exhale. Release one foot. Release the other foot. Bring the hands underneath the forehead. Rest your forehead on the mat. And wiggle those hips from side to side. Bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. Push up onto the knees. And we're going to finish off with the lower back on the mat. Breathing into your arch. So we're going to focus on the glutes a little bit. Breathing into your arch for 2, 3, 4. Exhale and tuck. 2, 3, 4. You ready? You're going to breathe in. You're going to thrust the pelvis up and we're going to keep it here. So I want you to try and keep your feet as close to the bum as you can. So you're thinking about those buttocks, those glutes. And we are going to pulse the tailbone up for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Drop the tailbone. Keep it up though, not too low. Breathe in for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Drop it down. Release. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Lower it down. Up we go. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Drop it down. Breathe up. One more like this. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Lower down. Now we're going to focus on the downward movement. So you're going to breathe in on the downward movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. And breathe in. And exhale. Just 2 more like that. Breathing in. and exhale. For the last one, breathing in and exhale. Hold it up, nice deep breath in. On your exhalation, roll down through the spine. Good, and lengthen the legs up. Stretch the arms up next to the ears. Have a nice big stretch and yawn. Hug your knees into your chest and rock yourself up to a seated position. Let's quickly finish off just giving the glutes a little bit of a roll out. So you're going to cross one ankle over the knee and just release the glutes that we have just worked. Work right into that lower back. So give that entire side that you're on into the lower back. A nice slow and steady release. Good, let's do the same thing to the other side. Again, right into that lower back. And this one you can do before or after those pelvic thrusts. We should release the glutes before we activate them. Let's now come onto the hands and knees and we'll finish the way we started. So just bounce your chest and nod your head from side to side and take a deep breath in. On your exhalation, round the spine, roll the roller towards you and circle the shoulders up and back. Swing the arms around the body. And well done. Thank you for joining me.